up the tempo. Shawty got no choice but to get low. Ain't the tallest, but I'm ballin' like I'm 6'4". Yeah, the life I live, I was meant for. It's simple, if we up the tempo. Shawty got no choice but to get low. Ain't the tallest, but I'm ballin' like I'm 6'4".
Old school, new school. You know what it is. You know who it is.
OG Lee in the house. Once again. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness, man. Hey, and thank goodness again.
You said it, not me.
Another one. Hey, it's OG Lee, UNDE, Old School, New School, the best father-son podcast in America.
Yes, indeed.
And we are back with Old School, New School, but this here is episode 54.
54.
Yeah.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer 54. 54. Episode 54.
Episode 54. And if we got some real schoolies that's been cool with us and schooling with us, we kind of left off last episode. And we kind of touched on just
last episode.
Hinted at a little a term, planned obsolescence.
Planned obsolescence.
Yeah, a mouthful, but you kind of put me on to it. What? Could you give a little breakdown of that exactly? I'm like the schoolies. I'm still here. I'm waiting for it.
As I was saying, man, you using something and it breaks. You say, shit, I just got this thing 6 months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
They planned for it to be obsolete so that you could buy more sooner, right? To keep the economy going. They don't want you to keep it for back in the day when they made good, solid quality. They want the shit to break so that you'll have to buy it again and again and again.
So built in, like, manufactured in for what kind of, like, did I ask that last time? Like the time frame they're doing it for? A little 6
I think it starts
4?
at like a year.
Oh,
unless it's something less expensive like a toaster or something like that. Then you might have 30 to 60 days or something.
Every product has this?
Every product's got that built-in obsolescence, yes.
That is interesting. Yeah. And it kind of makes sense, I guess, if you're going to make more money, I guess. You know?
But American quality used to be different. It used to be you pay a good little grip, but you know you got some built-in quality.
And it's going to stand strong.
That's before everything was made in China.
Back when America was great again.
They even got us eating ramen every day.
Ramen, come on.
Is it ramen or I used to still say ramen. Is it ramen?
Where did I come from, bro?
I don't know, man. I was trying to put a little Chinese twist on this shit. Ramen.
Name on that bad boy.
So it's like ramen, huh?
You like
eat
ramen?
Some named after ramen?
Some ramen noodles. People do some ramen noodles. Down south, you eat some ramen
it's amazing what I've seen people do with those things, man.
What?
Add an egg in it, man.
Oh, a whole little boil.
Throw a little bit of homemade soy sauce in there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even have to put the flavor packet. Some niggas be throwing down with their own shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, you still put that flavor packet, but you could do some sausage in there.
Some people don't like that, man. Some of them, especially the ones that be like little chili. You know what I'm saying? But that's the little more expensive ramen. That's not the cheap ones that you could catch 10 for $1 and shit. Like
some smoked sausage, a boiled egg, like you said.
Oh man, yeah. That's now you've been to prison, huh?
Come on, make that
that's
spread.
When you come with that sausage in there. You don't have the egg in there, but you got the sausage.
And I cut it with
the cheese that you melt.
I cut it with the Vienna sausage top.
You know exactly. Yeah. You've been there before, man. I didn't know about that. I didn't know you did some time, man.
Yeah, I did time back in the 80s.
Shit.
I got caught up a little bit.
You did some time in the 80s, all right. If you did, it was swinging in my nutsack. If it was in the 80s.
That's way throwing back.
Shit.
Nah, but chill out, man.
Yeah.
I did do some, you know what I mean? Had a little time in there. Had to break down a few spreads.
Shit. You know, it's always fun, man, when commissary time comes.
Oh, speaking of commissary, bro, your boy.
Who that?
Your boy.
Oh, yo.
The Diddler.
It's back.
The Cry-Town's back.
Shit, they got Joe Camel this time.
That's what I'm saying. My boy, your boy, my boy, is he our boy?
Hey, I'll claim him. That nigga from New York, that's my homeboy, man.
Your boy.
And he gonna beat it. He gonna, you know what I'm saying? He gonna lose probably shit $500 million, probably something like that.
I didn't even. What were the allegations? I don't know exactly.
They raped a 13-year-old girl back
Together?
in the day. Back in the day.
Oh damn.
And people might, say some shit about me with this, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. Whatever they did, just like with R. Kelly with the young girl or whatever, they shouldn't have did that shit. But I'm still trying to figure the fuck out how a 13-year-old gets to a P. Diddy party. She either had to look mature as hell,
Parents
or
got paid.
because they was saying he was talking to his driver or a guard or something like that, and he got her to go up to the party. I don't know. But where's a 13-year-old without her parents? You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Where they don't know where she at.
Yeah.
Again, they should have never did no crazy shit like they alleged to do, which is gave her a drink. She felt a little, tipsy.
What I'm just
When she was walking in the house somewhere, saw a bedroom, nobody was in it. She was feeling some kind of way from the shit that she drank. Boom, she went and laid down. Next thing she knows, somebody was ramrodding her. I don't know. Where's a motherfucking 13-year-old? And hey, Jay, it's on the record where Jay tried to stop it several times. You know what I'm saying? But now it's a thing where it's out there, man. But it's still allegations. But it's allegations it's heavy allegations. Otherwise,
I wonder what the Beehive is saying about all this.
Who, his wife?
Yeah.
She already knows all about it. You think they haven't been putting this shit under the rug for a while?
Yeah.
She already knows about that shit. But
interesting.
Not
really.
He gonna do a little. I think he got. I don't know, man. He know. I think he's dug in with more Jews than Puffy and shit, man.
Oh, I would think so.
So I don't know, man. I don't know.
The music industry goes crazy. Well, he dug in.
Either way it go, man. They the way I look at it, they could have gotten themselves into some shit like that just because of the power aspect. You know what I'm saying?
But
you think you
why
can do
do you
anything.
go that low is what I'm so confused about. Like,
When you say, what, a 13-year-old?
yeah.
Well, I'm trying to figure out, where's the father and the mother? Because they said once she finally got away from where she was, she called the father and he met her at a gas station.
Yeah,
so where was the father before when she was in the house? Because how does a 13-year-old end up in anything P. Diddy or Jay-Z related? I just like with the shit with R. Kelly. How does your daughter get in there with R. Kelly? She like 14 or 13. What, you know what I'm saying? I'll be thinking the parents, man, with all due respect, they doing some collabing on this shit, man. Yeah, trying to get their kids famous, maybe. I don't know. But a 13-year-old, if you say anything different, there's something fucking wrong with you. Because you should know where your 13-year-old is at all times.
That's like a preference. Like, I just can't get
But I'm saying, though, if she got in there, did she look older than 13, or was they just chasing after 13-year-olds and somebody got a little young-looking 13-year-old in there?
Well, if she's 13, I guess she's looking 18.
I don't know. Or they may have wanted a 13-year-old, which would have been the thing. But again, where's the father at, like? And what time of morning at P. Diddy parties is rocking all night, right? Where's the 13-year-old's father? And she said they said she had one, right? Because he met at the gas station or whatever. But yeah, man, Jay-Z, they got you now, man. Damn. There ain't gonna be nothing though. With Jay-Z, I think it's just gonna tarnish his name. But that motherfucking Cat Williams, boy, he was right, boy. This is gonna be some shit that come out, man.
Shit is coming out left and right.
But it ain't surprising to me, man. Not on no sex tip, man. Because when you get power and you a man, what way would you deal with your power?
I want to fuck a 13-year-old. Like, that's what I'm.
Bruh, listen to this. If you never hear nothing else again. If a man will fuck a sheep, you think he won't fuck a 13-year-old? Give me a break. The only reason he's not doing it outright because he don't want to go to prison, most men. That's the only thing stopping him.
You're fucking sheep?
I don't fuck a sheep, no, but there's plenty of men who've been known to fuck a sheep, a dog, all of that shit. Right? So if they'll do that, fucking a human is like a step up.
What is that?
And that's not like every man will fuck a sheep, and every man wouldn't fuck a 13-year-old.
Jay-Z
but you got your shit.
Are sheep fucking type people? You're saying?
I think so. Yeah.
So,
I think especially if you wrapped it, if you wrapped it in wolf's clothing. Right. You gotta, it ain't the other way around. Yeah. But either way, I think they would do some freaky shit like that.
It's wild, what I'm saying? Wild behavior.
And I think my man P it's even proven himself probably to be it's a little bit freakier than if Jay has been doing all this shit too. Because they don't.
I feel like that's like tip of the iceberg right there.
And Jay though, he been very good at keeping his shit kind of under on the low. Somebody really wanted his ass, man.
What are like the time frames of this?
Man, I could see my man P saying, "Yo, you got me, you got to get my man too." Because I remember when I was coming up, my boy did that shit to his brother. He said, "You gonna get me, you gonna have to get him too." And he got away, the brother, but he said, "Yo, you got me, you gonna have to get him too." So I might see a little bit of that shit going on, man.
Jesus Christ.
With P. Diddy, like, yo, here, I'm gonna give you somebody.
What's the time frame? This is like when in the.
No, yeah, this is, and that's the thing. It was like when the girl was 13. So how many years ago? They said it was like 13 years ago or something like that, maybe.
2011?
Maybe something like that, yeah. And maybe not quite that old. But the thing about it is, it's in the news, so the statute hadn't ran yet. Must not be, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, it's just something for Jay. I think it's just gonna tarnish his name. I don't think he's gonna end up going to prison and shit. I think it's just gonna tarnish his name for a little while. He gonna lose some money trying to pay off this one, that one, have all these different lawyers and shit. And then that's gonna be over with. And Jay, what's her name? What's his wife's name again? Damn, Beyonce. She gonna come back and make a big fucking country and western hit, and they gonna forget about that shit.
Hey, aside from the freaky shit at the Diddy party, before late night it gets crazy. What do you think would be one of the dopest things at a Diddy party?
One of the dopest things?
Yeah, some Diddy will have popping off in the party, going down.
Well,
it's not just like this. I feel like it can't be just like the swimming pool and like some music playing. I feel like some crazy shit going on.
I don't know. I mean,
freaky shit, bro. It's probably tigers, lions. You think how crazy we getting at a Diddy party?
I mean, I wouldn't go to a Diddy party, but
bro,
if I did,
go to a Diddy party,
I would be happy just fucking every bitch shit that was in there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If I was gonna do that type of shit, I wouldn't need no lions, tigers, and bears and shit.
That's so regular, bro.
But no, that's the way it would start off with me. You know what I'm saying? But then once you get to the Diddy level, you got to go with all this different kind of shit. I would hope that if
crazy
I did
hors
do some shit like that,
the food is.
I know how to do like wild. Some of them other dudes did in the early days. They did it up to a certain level and then said, "No, this Puffy." They start talking. You know that shit that Puffy did? Yeah, no, I ain't fuck around. I left that type of shit, man.
I'm saying. Pre-freaky time.
Yeah.
Before this news, you wouldn't go to a Diddy party.
No, I would.
I'm about to say, boy, what I am pulling up,
but it would have been way back in the day, not after I start hearing all this different kind of shit.
Yeah, not now. But I'm saying pre all this news, I'm pulling up to a Diddy party. Just people will be beautiful, food will be good.
Yeah, I think I would. But it's not just like automatic with me. I'm saying I think I would. I'm really not sure, man, because a lot of that shit, when I was young, I didn't have no chance to go to like a Diddy party, but wild kind of parties where I was like, nah, I ain't fucking with no party like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't just Diddy who know how to throw wild parties, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, it's like, nah.
But the budget could go crazy.
Yeah. But whatever you could do with a budget, if you got wild motherfuckers around you that's down, you could do the same shit. Little bit that lower scale shit, but freaky is freaky shit.
See, look, bro, I'm talking pre-freaky time. We just having a good time, really.
But I don't know that there was probably a pre-freaky time for Puff, if you probably let some people tell it, because there was always people having rumors about shit. So
I'm saying before, like, it probably gets wild. 10 o'clock, 11, midnight is probably like shit starts getting weird. But I'm saying, that 8 to 11.
No, I think it starts getting a little weird a little bit after. You gotta let all that shit kick in. You know what I'm saying? That shit that have you out of your mind at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Baby lotion you're rubbing all over yourself.
That was pretty weird though. All that motherfucking baby oil. I guess they used to go to the store and shit.
Baby oil.
They used to run out of that shit.
But it had some like, drug inside of the baby oil.
That's bullshit.
That's nonsense.
That's bullshit. That was just to slap them, flip them, and rub them down. That shit ain't have all that shit in it.
I was about to say that's next level.
About this shit.
I pay for it. Shout out Diddy.
He didn't have all that in it.
I bet he did. Why wouldn't he?
Why would he? It's just shit to rub whoever down that they screwing in their ass or doing whatever. They ain't got no drugs in that shit. Not
Bruh,
that they didn't have drugs in there, but it wasn't in the fucking
It could
baby
still be
oil.
used that same way.
They ain't do all that, man. They ain't do all that. They just trying to make that shit sensational, man.
I'd do it. If I had money, I'd drug infuse lubricant.
What, and want it rubbed on your body?
I mean, you could put it on your dick, obviously.
I guess. I'm sure they already got enough freaky shit for that. I'm sure they dropping all of them.
Party.
Dropping every kind of thing they could drop in those kind of parties, man. That's what really makes them crazy too.
Oh, for sure. That's why I feel like stories have just begun, and so much is, I'm sure, getting swept under the rug.
Yeah, drugs and shit is the main thing that makes those parties crazy. To the point where you're doing shit and you don't. That's why it gets a lot of them nervous because they like, man, I remember we went to that party and I was out of my mind, but everybody was cool.
I don't
about
remember
it,
2 hours of it
because they was like, shit, that's the type of parties you go to. Then they realized, damn, I don't even remember what I did. And damn, that shit could be on video? Damn. I didn't know that my butt. Damn,
or Diddy has like a stronghold on people, like sends him a video and he's just like,
make them an offer they can't refuse.
No, don't even make him an offer. Just like, I can have this.
But
Diddy's got a whole bunch of those on a whole bunch of people.
My man though, TD Jakes.
Oh, please. I really don't even like to even get this back in my mind.
You don't even like
to the back of my mind.
Think about his butt crack.
Relax, bro.
No, I was just gonna say he had the health problem, right?
Oh, man.
And I'm wondering, is that shit stressing him like that? Because he was like he had to have a surgery after that shit.
What was like a health stress?
Yeah, but he never
like
did have that before.
Mm.
And so he had it after that. People started making him allegations that he was like with Diddy or whatever.
I heard he was on Ozympic.
He might be, man, because Diddy might have said, man, you getting a little flabby,
I
baby.
need you to slim down, boo. But
shout out to all these public figures, man.
How do you feel about Ozympic?
Your life is out there. Somebody gonna fuck with you.
Come on, man.
How do I feel about who?
Ozympic.
Man, I don't know, man. I wouldn't mess with that shit.
What is it's like a pill,
I think
liquid?
it's an injection or some shit like that.
An injection.
Call it the big O. You on that? She on that
Big
O. He on that O. She on that O.
O.
That Ozempic. But hey, from the people who I've heard, it's been working, man.
That ounce shot.
The only
what
thing,
does it
the
do
only thing
exactly?
I don't like about it is the fact that it don't have enough history. That's why I wouldn't fuck with it.
And when did it pop out?
Shit, not even maybe real strong about maybe a year now or something like that.
Oh damn.
Yeah. They be singing about it. Commercials now, man, about drugs and shit.
No,
They
that's
sing
O'Reilly.
shit. They start singing and dancing about shit. You like, damn, this is some heart attack medication. Why y'all fucking singing?
Like that. Yeah. So what does it do? It probably do some inhibitors on like
shoot some little motherfucking like something that starts
Metabolism.
eating away at your fat.
Slows your metabolism or speeds it up, I should say.
I don't know, but I really would like to look at somebody. I see them that they show them they be dressed, but
Your
if they
skin?
have, because I wonder if it does something where it starts sucking away at your skin somehow.
No,
where
that's another surgery.
if you lose a lot, you won't have all of that. That'd be a hell of an invention for
Another
somebody to do.
goddamn surgery.
But
yeah,
it's only so many you can do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess if you can't afford shit like that, you just be, I just gotta stay fat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Just ugly. He's sad. Oh,
All
sad.
this skin all that's sad, man. That
Chill
you
out.
have to, and we get to this United Healthcare guy. But I was gonna say it's just sad that people,
RP.
if you're sick, you gotta like, I can't go to the doctor. Why? I don't have the money.
For real.
And hey, I'm laughing, but I've been there. But that's something to say that I'm fucked up. My arm, my leg. Well, won't you go to the doctor, get it checked out?
I'm
I'm broke.
I ain't got it right now.
I'm not just broke, literally. I don't have no money.
I'm broken, bro.
I can't get my help. That's why this shit I told you before.
The American way.
It's a socialist plot. I said it, man. Before any of this shit came out.
What did they say was written on the
People
bullet again?
that shit about depose and
Yeah.
all this shit. That shit that insurance companies do when they fucking be denying claims. taking these people through the multiple depositions and all of this type, just making money and not taking people's premiums and not fucking wanting to pay claims, basically. And I said it, people are tired of that shit, man. And the fact that the executives gonna go into hiding and shit, they started taking their names down from their profiles on their websites.
Mm-hmm.
People are serious. Desperate people do desperate things.
That's absolutely
Never forget that. Desperate people do desperate things. And you get somebody, rich, poor, black, white, red, or brown, and their families, just like that John Q shit. You trying to deny something, my family's claim, and they on their dying bed. You know what I'm saying? And you denied their claim they died. Some people would be feeling some kind of way and start shooting motherfuckers like whoever did that. It's very possible.
What's the John Q? I'm sleep on that though.
John Q. Public. And I don't know the whole thing on it, but it was something like my man Denzel Washington was playing like a father. I think he was like a blue collar worker. I don't know, some shit like that. But he had a young boy, and his kid needed some kind of medical something. And I think they wouldn't cover it or some shit like that because his insurance wouldn't cover it. And he went in and took the motherfucking hospital, the doctor or something like that, like gunpoint. And I think I could be making this up.
Come on, spice it up.
But I think he might have made them do the surgery to his son under gunpoint or some shit like that, man. But I'm thinking, did that happen? Because with the doctor, being nervous and shit, what I'm saying, and not, fuck around and mess your son up or what. I don't know. But it was something to that effect where he ended up making them do that shit. And then, it's like the people at some point got behind him. You know what I'm saying?
Cheering them on.
Yeah. But I saw spurts of it. But somebody could, be able to tell me, well, it was something like that. You know what I'm saying? But the point of it was that I think the insurance company basically failed him, didn't want to pay for some aspect of his child's care. There was really a decision made by humans, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he was like, shit, man, my son is going to get what he needs. But, yeah. So
one way or another.
Watch that. John, I think it's called John Q. Public, something like that.
Yeah, I rock with Denzel.
But yeah, I bet you, man, some of these executives, man, these CEOs, they said, look, man, I'm on the first thing smoking. I'm gonna go take some time off. Who knows?
Going to Bali?
But anyway, huh?
Going to Bali?
Going over there with Russell and shit, man.
come to my humble abode. You'll love it.
But yeah, man, that's some crazy shit. But that's what I figured it was, because people just don't get shot like that, man, out of the blue. And then it was saying that they didn't think it was a professional hit. But I'm just wondering.
Some rookie moves, they were saying, eh?
Yeah, but the thing about it is, they said he did 3 shots. The first one, he shot him in the back, or I don't know where. His back was turned, obviously. Then they said one was in the knee, and the third one missed him altogether. So how could he have not been a fucking professional if the guy died and they hit him with 1 shot on the body? Right? Was he lucky? You know what I'm saying? Because they said it, one hit his knee, one missed him altogether. So that one first shot he got, he had to know that it was otherwise when he was walking, if you saw him, he would have tried to shoot the guy again in the head or whatever. But for whatever reason, if he didn't take his first shot to the head, he knew would have hit him in the body. Must have been, right? Because he was trying to kill him. But anyway, this type of shit that happens that, small shit like this, who knows where it could start.
Little potatoes. What were you saying is the word for it in, what you say, German?
Mocksnicks.
Nothing
Mocknicks.
Mocknicks. Hey, this old school, new school.
He didn't mean that to whoever the guy's family is and shit.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. OG Lee, UNDE. Hey, we're going to take us just a little.
Nothing much. Just another CEO. Just another CEO that got blasted. Who you think would be the next?
Man,
Cigna? I know it's an insurance company named Cigna.
Insurance is crazy, man.
They might be after that CEO.
Comment, subscribe. Hey,
Blue Cross Blue Shield. They might be after Blue Cross Blue Shield.
We're going to be right back. And we are back
on the
like
scene.
Now.
Back on the scene.
Back like a Packer.
Hey, you got to get that thing going with the podcast, man.
With the podcast.
Some people, man, they can't watch us. They can't stand to look at this handsomeness. But they could listen to us.
I just want to listen. Yeah, we about to get right back out there, man. You really right about that, man. For real. Y'all got some episodes that kept up on that audio.
Hey, let's toast.
Smooth to your ear.
Let's toast to Jesus blessing us with enough money to buy Christmas gifts.
Ooh.
And the Lord said amen. Really,
Amen.
man. It's time to start thinking about buying those gifts, man.
You late if you really on it right now. But
No,
yeah,
man. Today is just the 9th. Shout out to my son, Marquez. Happy birthday.
Boop, boop,
My
boop.
firstborn, December 9th.
Feel factor.
I ain't want to tell you the year. And I'll say it's because I don't want to give you his age. You know what I'm saying?
He's 38. He's an old
man,
fuck.
Don't be saying
he's an old fuck.
But yeah, man.
Grandpa.
38, December. Yeah, but you still got some time. You got 6. You know how they start doing the countdown. 16 days till Christmas.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Ooh.
Is it overrated, man?
Christmas?
You're going to spend a lot of money this year?
I don't know how long the schoolies have been locked in with us, bro. But we've been them broke down. Christmas is just the last hurrah of the string of ways to get you to spend.
But you
money.
got to train them now. Which way you going to go with that Christmas, man?
Because this is the end of it. Then they get you a New Year, bro. Don't try to turn up for New Year's, too.
That's when people should wait. That would be really shocking to the economy. Nobody buys nothing until after Christmas.
So to have a New Year's celebration.
Because you would be celebrating the sales they would have to put on the stuff.
Is that how the Chinese do? Do they do Christmas?
I know they got a Chinese New Year.
I'm about to say, I know
hearing
the
about
New Year's
that.
goes crazy.
Yeah, here they make a lot of wonton soup or something.
Come on. No, you did not hear that.
I don't know what they do. I tell you one thing I know for sure they do.
Dragons.
Fireworks.
Right.
Because most of the fireworks we get and always have says made in China. So I know they got to do some hell of a fireworks.
The dragon goes. I know that's a large part of it.
They got the year of this and the year of that.
The different years too.
Yeah.
I wonder how that was established. I need some.
Ancient
I tried to get
Chinese
my
secret.
Native American history. Somebody come on,
Ancient Chinese
tap
secret.
in. I want to hear that Asian history too. Great Wall of China. Hey, what
That's
y'all
one
doing
thing, though.
over
They
there?
got
What
some
y'all doing over there, bro?
You know, they
The
got
Great
some
Wall.
deep civilization.
They need to relax.
Chinese people.
They need to relax.
All of these civilizations, you know, America's a young country.
Young as fuck, and we act like we did.
But
We
these
did
other
do
countries,
something.
they
We turned
go
up.
way, way, way back. You know what I'm saying? So when you see this guy drinking cow pee and shit like that, you're like, I'm not going to do it, but it's based on something somebody
culture.
knew back in the day.
Why you go cow pee though, bro?
Because they be doing that shit, and they be catching the shit right out of their ass and doing something with the elephant shit.
Which one?
Or they call it elephant dung. It's supposed to be like a real good fertilizer and stuff like that. Yeah. Catch it right out of his ass, man.
Nice dung
I guess they
salad.
get it while it's fresh off the oven and shit like that.
Oh, baby.
But yeah, they've done that, man.
Best way to
And I
do
guess
it,
if you've
boy.
always done that, you know, it's not a big deal. You know, shit. It's what we do.
Whip you up a little dung salad. There's nothing wrong
I
with
ain't
that.
talking about eating it or all that shit, but they use it for something. And I don't know. It might be a part of some kind of meal because they be eating some crazy shit though. I'm serious, man. They be eating some crazy shit. But I tell you, whatever it is, they don't need no Ozempic.
Hey, look, OG Lee trying to get me off topic right here, bro. Cause I'm old school. It's new school. I'm new school. It's old school, new school, right? But Christmas though, how do you do it, bro? Do you budget? Do you know what I mean? Everybody gets one thing. You know what I mean? How do you make it work?
Yeah, man. It gets, the bigger your family gets, you know, the more of a burden it could be. Except my thing is, and I'm a little late getting started, but I always give people something financially oriented as far as like my grandkids and what have you. Because if it's one thing I want them to know about me, and that is, don't waste a bunch of money on Christmas. Because after a while, you'll find that you're Santa Claus at some point in your life. But moreover, you'll find out that you probably don't believe in the shit that they're doing and talking about this Christmas. And that's me.
Emotions,
I don't believe in all the Jesus story and all of this stuff. And it's just wasting too much money. And a lot of times, you know, it puts pressure on people that really don't have it just to make that day special for their kids. And I think you should make it special, but for them to understand that it's not just about overloading you with gifts as much as maybe giving you a gift or two and enjoying the day, having good food, blah, blah, blah. Because why? Especially if your family doesn't have it. To me, you should be, by now, being real with your kids and being like, hey, we don't have that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the money for that. And that'll either put the pressure on you to do better or to live with the fact that, hey, I don't go all out for Christmas because I never have the money. I'm a bum every year or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be like that.
But I just just feel like if I give them something that's lasting, to me, that's better.
Christmas is just a vibe too, for sure. Like,
it's what now?
Just a vibe. Like,
you're
happy. Like, there's no worries.
Yeah. And the whole Christmas tree, you know, I guess, I mean, it's good to give presents, and I like that surprise aspect of opening up gifts.
Mm-hmm.
But some of it I want to tone down on, like the whole Santa Claus thing and shit. Like, I mean, it's beautiful for kids, and I don't know how to do the balance between, because at some point you realize it's not, you know, it's not Santa Claus. So,
but who the fuck is this guy? We did all this.
And then especially how it goes with the whole Jesus thing, right? It was like when I was coming up, you never saw any pictures of like a black Santa Claus. Mm-hmm. I remember one time we did go and you know how you go and take the pictures with. We did have a black Santa Claus one time back in the 60s.
People were appalled.
And no, because it was in Harlem. It was in Harlem. It was in Harlem. So that's how.
Jesus Christ.
And that's how it should be. You know, people that are appalled, they won't be appalled if you was with you know, with your own shit. You know what I'm saying? There was more segregation back then. So who would care about what white people think? You know, now once they integrated, everybody cares what white people think of them. I'm serious. Back when we was motherfucking segregated, nobody thought about what white people thought of them.
Interesting.
But anyway, the whole Santa Claus thing with the white Santa, you know, and I was a rebellious kid, man. I wish my mom was alive to attest to this shit. Cause man, I was like 8 years old already telling them there's no Santa Claus, you know, because I woke up to use the bathroom, I think, one Christmas Eve. And I guess I was kind of quiet about it. And I just heard in the kitchen they were tinkering. And I looked and I saw my older cousins and my mom putting together bikes and shit like that. I was like, oh, there ain't no Santa Claus.
Got your lad.
Your Dave Chappelle voice. Got you, miss. Hey. But I didn't spoil it for him, you know what I'm saying? I just tipped back to the bed, you know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
But I never did believe that shit no more after that. I guess I was 7 or 8 years old.
You motherfucker.
I'm like, shit, I knew that motherfucker wasn't coming down no chimney with that big ass bike. And then on top of that, we ain't got no chimney. You niggas keep telling me about the chimney in Santa.
Ain't no chimney in this motherfucker.
And I forget what they told me, because we brought that up one time. I forget what my moms and them told us. How Santa Claus gonna get down? We ain't got no chimney. I forgot what they told us. But we believed it. We just wanted the toys. Fuck it. He'll get in here somehow.
One way or another.
Santa.
Did your mom go for the whole cookie takeaway or some treat takeaway? Or just kind of the presents?
I think we did do something like that. But you know what? Santa, he don't eat that shit no more. He's on Ozympic. Have you seen the Santas lately?
No, Ozympic though, is it like basically you can do what you want to do and then, you know what I mean?
Well, ideally you want to work yourself into a good diet and exercise. So if you start that, and even if you really don't start a hell of a regimen for exercise, that medicine still does something to do. Have you seen Santa?
I did this too. Yeah, I'm sure it's probably.
No, I think it is. It's something your belly fat or something.
Straight to the gut.
I don't know, man. But all Santas used to be fat back in the day. Now you'll see some
skinny ones.
Yeah, now they all sometimes they have
pillows in there.
Like they went to the place and it was like, oh, this is the last one you got. Shit is all baggy.
Bum ass. Who the fuck is this guy?
I'm like Santa looking pole like a motherfucker.
Hey, we're just trying to get back home. We're just trying to get back to the North Pole, bro.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, man, I be seeing that shit. Santa be looking pole, man. Back in the day, Santa was always fat. ho 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 and this shit, man. Now these sounds be walking around like they don't want to say ho ho ho, all
Yeah,
skinny and
right.
shit. And hey, the white shit around it don't even be clean and shit, man.
Oh, he
I'm
dirty there
serious,
too.
man.
He got drugged by a car.
And it wasn't no reindeers.
Drugged by a sled.
But man,
Bruh.
yeah, the whole Santa Claus thing, I stopped, man, dealing with that. But I gotta find a happy medium, since you got kids in your life, because it's a good day to make them happy. You know what I mean? But so if I give them something that's lasting, like a financial instrument, I used to give out silver, and I still should, except I don't know, man. My mind just. I bought them silver just like maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, for $14 an ounce. Now it's 31. I don't know. I should. You buy it as you go up because it's still gonna keep going up over the years. But I just haven't been able to bring myself to pay that for it. 31 an ounce. Yeah. But I should, and I'm still gonna do it. I'm just late getting 14. To it because it's still gonna keep going up as they get older. But that's what I used to give silver, at least 1 or 2 ounces of silver. And that'll last them, you know what I'm saying? At some point, they'll at least remember that, because that's what I want to stand for. Not for giving all of these corporations the money that you can't afford, buying shit on credit. Shit, buy them something that, is going to be worth more tomorrow than it is today. Amen?
Amen. Amen.
So tell me something about the Bitcoin, man.
Oh, the Bitcoin, it ain't quite cracked that 100K, did it?
Man, it cracked 100 and came back down. What do we call it when it comes back down?
It's capitulating.
Capitulating a little bit.
But around in that 96 range right now.
Something like the 96, man.
Where's it at exactly? About 96.5?
96.4, something like that. But it went up to like 104. So something like that between 104 comes down to the 90s, low 90s. That's
a
way,
nice capitulation.
For Bitcoin, that's almost still sideways trading.
Mm-hmm.
So it's taking a little bit of it's fell back a little bit. Now's the time. This is the dip that they talk about when they say buy on dips. These are the dips that they're talking about. Do that.
Get back up to that 10. What you think?
It'll get. I had the 120? I had 112, but I said 112 by the first quarter of next year. With the way it's going now, it's going to far surpass that.
End of the first quarter, or
March 2025, which would be the end of the first quarter. I had 112,000. We said that a few episodes
That's
ago,
on the record.
So it's looking like it'll go more than that, but maybe not. Because if you've ever heard of the old adage, buy the news or buy the rumor, sell the news, that happens. You know what I mean? So that
news for sale. News
People
for sale.
think that's what's going to happen. The exact opposite happens.
What's the classic word that they say, like the newsboys say, like
oh yeah, when they used to say
read all about it.
Yeah.
What is
something read on
yeah.
extra.
There you go. I couldn't think of
extra. That's when they had newspaper boys and really newspapers. Right now, nobody hardly reads a newspaper. It's a dying breed.
It is. That good old cellular device is killing things in the internet. But when I was talking about the Bitcoin, boy, it bought to me when we was talking that bit. Which we might have some more for OG Lee to talk about.
I'm gonna drop a gem for somebody, man.
But let me get to this real quick. That good old.
I'm gonna drop a gem for somebody.
That good old.
If I got a few risk takers with
word
me.
of the day, yeah.
Word of the day.
The word of the day.
Word of the day.
It brought to me.
Word of the day.
At WOD.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But the word of today, I had used it a couple episodes ago. OG Lee was kind of like, oh, I ain't too. So we brought it back. The word of today is enamored.
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 Now that is one of them white folk words.
One of them YT.
But I might try to fit it in my bag. Let's hear about it.
So enamored, most simply defined.
Bruh, do you see brothers using that word?
Bruh,
do you know enamored?
No, maybe not.
Anyway, let's get.
I'm one of them. Put you on. Enamored, be filled with a feeling of love for, or having a liking or admiration for. So we talking that bit. I see OG Lee over there enamored with this Bitcoin and the capitulation. And I mean, just a few things he put me on. I mean, and we gonna talk this bit.
Enamored.
So y'all check what I'm seeing, but I want to hear about it. What
Can
you
you
about to
use
say?
that word in a sentence? Enamored.
When the subject of Bitcoin and stock trading came up, OG Lee was enamored and ready to get into our next topic.
Okay. All right. So enamored.
Yeah, what I get on that?
Ladies and gentlemen, enamored. Use it. You can change it up the way you want to use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Enamored.
Get into it though.
I wanted to talk about something real quick here.
Talk that bit.
But I'm looking at this. I'm looking for this, and I want people. Keep the people busy, man, because I need to find what I'm looking for here. This is very important to someone who is willing to take a risk. Now,
Risk taker.
there is a very, very important mineral, and I want you to spell this with me, because some of you guys are going to get this mixed up. Spell this with me.
Break it down.
ANTIMONY.
Antimony.
You got it on the first guess. My goodness.
I like it.
Antimony.
That's what
Now, some guys may get this mixed up with what?
anti-money.
I'll give you another guess.
Alimony.
There you go. But it's what? Antimony.
Antimony.
Now, I want you to do your research when we get off of this. But antimony is a very, very important mineral.
I never
And
heard
it
of
is needed for some of the weapons that America makes. Where do we get this antimony? From China.
Straight up.
Yes. But what has happened here recently,
It grows naturally or
with it
what?
going back and forth, I have not known how it grows yet. But the thing is, with this antimony, and a weird thing is us getting the supply from China, who is our supposed enemy. Anyway, this antimony is something that we get, that we need. We get it from China. And now with Trump talking about these tariffs, the Chinese have said, oh, okay, well, how about if we don't give you any of this antimony? So the companies that have access to this antimony, the American companies, because there's antimony in other places, but very little. So
Like where else? Where else?
I think maybe South America, maybe one place, but very few places. The
You
Chinese,
mine
the
it?
Chinese control like 80%.
Oh,
Right?
shit. Okay.
So the antimony now becomes scarce, and whatever becomes scarce can become valuable, right?
That's how it works.
So the Chinese have said, okay, you want to put the tariffs on us, we're going to stop you from getting any of this antimony. So the antimony has a chance of doing what? Okay? So there is several
Hold up,
companies
don't leave me like that. Antimony has the chance of doing what?
skyrocketing the price of it.
Going
becomes
up
a
because it's scarce.
resource,
Because
right?
the scarcity. All right, I'm with you.
So I am not a financial advisor. If I were you, I would look into a small company, because this is the time when you could get in when a lot of people say, hey, I want to get in on the ground floor and ground floor opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a company, and it's called Military Metals Corporation. Symbol
MMC.
MI. No, let me give you the American one.
Ticker.
MILIF.
MIL.
MILIF. Military Metals Corporation. Now this is just really like a penny stock. That's why I'm saying this is not for the faint-hearted, but this is a chance to get your feet wet and make you a good little lick.
MLILF.
MILIF. Currently trading around 30 cents. See? So you could take $300, get you 1,000 shares.
Mm-hmm.
And if everything plays out, because China could say, hey, even though we've patched things up with you, we're still not going to sell you any antimony. Huh? If they say that, over time, this mineral keeps its scarcity, and the price of it has to keep going up. This is just a theoretical of mine based on this news that I acquired. Mm-hmm. Remember that. Antimony. Antimony. And listen, if you hit a lick with this, you may be able to pay some advances on your alimony. Huh? Hey.
Antimony turn to alimony.
Hey, that might just put you, in the red.
Hey, it's old school, new school. UNDE.
One time.
OG Lee, turn that antimony into alimony. Tap in with old school, new school. He talking that bit to turn me on to a different little mineral. I'm trying to find out where they at.
Let me just say this too right quick.
Come on, sign us out, dog.
When somebody turns you on to something like that, one of the things that you should think immediately is, what other companies are doing that in that space? Mm-hmm. Because maybe I may want to diversify in that space and not put all of it in one basket and maybe go with several of those companies in that sector.
What else they got in that sector?
I want them to do a little research on that. I want them to do a little research. And when they do that, that's telling me that they're really serious. And what I would like them to do is come back in the comments and tell me, because I'm looking at 3 of them right now that are looking very promising. And so I want you to do your research.
We gonna find
I'm not going to tell them the other ones. I want them to do some research.
Check them out. Hey, episode 54.
50. Come on, man. 54. Come on now.
54. It's UNDE.
You can get no more tacos.
It's OG Lee.
Let me see you no food truck. Are we out? Are we out? Are we out?
All right.
We out!
Ain't the tallest, but I'm ballin' like I'm 6'4".